Hey everyone, it is July 15th, 2019, and I just have a short amount of time to make several more videos because I know I'm only supposed to make a few more before I have to move on to do something else that I'm supposed to do. So today I wanted to tell you that I have a confirmation that the rapture will happen. While everyone else is trying to figure out when it will happen and for whom it will happen, I'm still back at will it happen. I didn't know anything about the rapture until just last year, and even though I'd been a Christian since I was 12 years old, I didn't know anything about a rapture, a catching away, a lifting up. My Christian church had never spoken about it. They talked a lot about the second coming of Christ, but never about a rapture. So when the Lord led me to this rapture information in January of 2018, I was fascinated and I wanted to know more and more, and I listened to sermon after sermon after sermon on YouTube and study after study, and I looked up all kinds of facts and information all over the internet, researching about the rapture, and I thought it was so fascinating that I almost became obsessed with it. And that's usually a sign to me, because when I become obsessed with something, it's usually because the Lord is driving me to find out about that thing. Well, last year I asked for a confirmation. Last year when I first learned about the rapture, I asked for a confirmation. And I said, is this thing true? Is this rapture thing really true? And God gave me 3 visions, and they were about 2 or 3 weeks apart, and they were beautiful confirmations of the rapture. And I actually have already made a video about those 3 little visions, so I'm just going to move on right now to it's a year later. And of course, for me, 3 visions wasn't enough. I'm like the Israelites, I guess. I see all these marvelous and wonderful things and wonderful confirmations, and I still want more. I still need more to keep me on the right track. So I asked again sometime back at the beginning of April of this year, right near the beginning of April. I was praying one morning, and here's what I said. Father, I'm still having a hard time believing that this rapture thing is really going to happen. I told him, it's a pretty amazing thing, and I think, just think of it. If millions, hopefully, of Christians all around the world suddenly disappear, and children suddenly disappear, that would be the most amazing show of your power and might ever since the beginning of humankind. It would be more amazing than the parting of the Red Sea. It would be such an amazing thing, Father. Is this really and truly going to happen? That's what my prayer was. And the very next day, I was in my email, and I have lots of subscriptions to Christian channels on YouTube, and one of them caught my eye. It was a channel that I actually really don't listen to that often, but there was a video there from this guy that was only 47 seconds long, and it was titled Jesus Spoke Moments Ago. So I thought, let me click on this real quick and see what Jesus had to say to this man. And I usually will click on a video that says Jesus spoke, because Jesus came to me one day as I walked in the park back in 2009, but that is a story for another video if I even get to it. Anyway, I clicked on the video, and here's what he said. He said he was driving along, and Jesus spoke to him and told him to pull over and make this video. And Jesus gave him one sentence. He said, "The glorious appearing will be the greatest event ever in human history." Well, my jaw just dropped, because what Jesus said to this man, he used almost the exact same words that I had used in my prayer. That this would be the most amazing show of power ever in humankind. And now I can't take that and say, well, this is just a coincidence. But really, is it really a coincidence? One thing I know God has told me is that when He gives us the signs and confirmations that we ask for, and then we either ignore them or we say that was just a coincidence, then He will cease to give us those signs. So this message He gave me through that brother's video is a confirmation to me that the rapture will happen. When it will happen, I don't know. Could it be 2 days from now, maybe, that everyone is talking about on July 17th? Well, that would be totally cool. Whenever it is, I know it's not going to be too much longer, because the world is quickly becoming overrun with darkness, and it's about to take a divine intervention to free it. Sorry, my video faded out a bit there. What I was saying is I know it's not going to be much longer because the world is getting bad. It's quickly becoming overrun with darkness, and it's about to take a divine intervention to free us from that. And that would be a great divine intervention. And okay, that's it for now. Keep a prayer in your heart and ask Jesus to touch your heart and help you to know the truth of all things. Till next time.